whole bunch of updates for you guys. I have some updates on the shop, on some parts here that I have set in front of me that I'm going to show you guys, and I guess we're just going to jump into it. So we have some awesome new shop changes going on. The garage is totally reorganized, nothing like ever before. You guys have seen a video of me cleaning everything and putting everything back, but this is totally different. My table is now back over here and it's refurnished. My girlfriend helped me refurnish it and stain it. She also helped me paint my toolbox and we moved it back over there. So this side of the garage is now my filming area. It's my work area, designing t-shirts, filming. It's going to open up a lot of doors. Everything that I've done since I started this channel has been about opening new doors for content, for filming, all of that. So I'm really excited to have this new filming area. I've never been able to sit down and film and show you guys stuff like this before, so I'm really excited about that. Ricky also came out. He hasn't helped out with this stuff in a few months, but he shot me a message and said he was excited to help out and wanted to know what he could do. So he came out over the weekend and he helped me reorganize the desk and part of the garage. So shout out to my girlfriend and Ricky for being awesome enough to help me out with this stuff. If you guys comment down below how excited you guys are, I might be able to talk David into doing editing again and being involved with filming. And Ricky has also said he's super excited to help out. So we're gonna have an extra cameraman again and it's gonna be super awesome. Anyway, jumping into parts. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that on my story, I posted that I was having a lot of play with my balancer. And also one issue I was having with it that I never made known is my bolt holes were stripped out for the balancer pulley. So I kept having issues with that. So I went ahead and picked up a new one. Now, the reason it took me so long to do this and I didn't do it from the get-go is replacing these is kind of hard, or at least finding one is hard. They're a pain in the butt, and let me explain why. So on a balancer, you have this little keyway right here. It's this little dot, and it goes all the way through it, and there's a key on your balancer that fits in there. So that way you can only put this on one way, and you don't have to worry about putting it on wrong. It only fits one way. The change that happened was in the late 70s, early 80s. I could be wrong on that, but I'm almost certain it's late 70s, early 80s. They switched the timing mark, which is this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me put it from this angle. You guys can see it right there. And they moved that by 10 degrees. On my 62-327, you want the balancer and that timing mark, or the keyway on the balancer and that timing mark to be lined up. And of course, the ones from the later models will fit. The only ones that won't fit are the ones from, there's a stupid fly, are the ones from the Chevy 400. This is super annoying. I don't even know what's going on with it. Anyway, the timing mark is off by 10 degrees and it will fit and you can make it work. And if you always remember that it's off by 10 degrees, you're more than welcome to use it. But this being a daily driver, I dove into finding the right part for it. And this one was only $45 off Summit, and it is a 6-inch, and it does not require me to put a bolt in my crank, which requires me to drill and tap it. I didn't want to do that. Just wanted something I could throw back on there. And so I'm really excited about that. It fits, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a lot better. And doing so, I wanted to make timing the car a little bit easier. The original timing cover has a tab on it. It only goes up to like 20 degrees of timing, if that. So I went ahead and picked up some timing tape. This goes all the way up to 60 degrees of timing. And it comes with, this is Msd Timing Tape, again, sorry. It comes anywhere from 8-inch to 5 1/4. It has a bunch of different stickers that you can use. And to use that, you don't have to, you can make the timing tab work for it, I suppose, if you really wanted to, but I didn't want to have to deal with that, so I picked up a new timing pointer. And to run this, you'd have to cut the timing tab off of your old timing cover, but I didn't want to have to deal with that. So for $20, I picked up this chrome timing cover that does not have the tab on there, and your timing pointer is going to bolt onto the side of it. And that also came with gaskets for the water pump, which is really nice because you have to take that off to replace this, and bolts and gaskets for the timing cover itself. And anytime I pull the oil pan off, I go ahead and pick up some new RTV so that way I have some left over. And I got new valve cover gaskets because I'm almost certain I have the leak figured out and that it's not the rear main or PCV or anything like that. I'm almost certain that it is the rear main cap, which I'll talk about more in a second. But just to be safe and make sure it wasn't anything else, I went and picked up some new valve cover gaskets because mine have been on and off multiple times. And I just wanted to be safe. You know, if I'm pulling it now, I just need to keep replacing stuff and, you know, making sure that I'm not missing something. But I do go ahead, I don't know what I was trying to say there. I went ahead and picked up new rear main just to be safe as well, because again, I got to take the rear main cap off to fix the issue, which I believe the issue is just I need to put some RTV on the driver's side of the rear main cap. It's flipped upside down, so right now it's technically passenger side because it's upside down, but when you flip it back over, it will be driver's side. Anyway, the last big part I went ahead and got is the new distributor. Now the reason for this, oh my gosh, this stupid fly won't leave me alone. Okay. Oh my lord. All right, anyway, this is just a Summit Racing brand. It's supposedly a blueprinted distributor. It was only $100. The one I had in there was $50 off Amazon. And the reason for replacing it, I'm gonna lose it on this fly. Anyway, the reason for replacing it is because I spilled oil all over the last one, and it's not like for sure giving me issues. It's just one of those things again, where since I'm trying to get the timing dead on to where I want it, something I haven't really been able to do so far, might as well go ahead and replace it to make sure I'm not having any issues whatsoever. And supposedly this one does put out more volts than my other one, so we'll find out if it's any better. I don't think it will be any better, but again, it's just better safe than sorry. And of course I went ahead and got Zinc Additive, the stuff for oil changes. So we have a whole lot of stuff here in front of me and a whole lot of work to do. I went ahead and picked up oil pan studs as well because I'm running a one-piece gasket, which is a lot thicker on these. And so sometimes some people were saying that not having long enough bolts is preventing me from tightening the pan down all the way. So I'm just covering all my bases, just trying to be as safe as possible and knock this all out with one hit rather than come back and do it again. Because I keep promising you that growth in the channel, which we are having growth in the channel, don't get me wrong, but I keep promising you guys new type of content, and I'm not able to do that if the car is not up, because I can't show you guys, you know, driving footage of me in the car. I can't do a whole lot of stuff. But I can tell you guys that I'm still working on the Hunt series. I'm looking for cars now. During COVID, it's kind of hard because normally I would feel 100% comfortable walking up to a car guy and be like, oh, hey, can I put your car on camera? But during COVID, it's kind of hard because I don't know what other people's thoughts are on it. I don't want to, you know, scare them, or just, you know, having a stranger walk up to them. You know, that's in today's world, that's kind of a scary thing. So I'm working on that. I'm constantly on Facebook trying to find people to message about it. There are a lot of cars around here, but again, finding someone who's, you know, not camera shy or something like that is really hard to do. And because a lot of the stigma in the car culture says that unless you have a completely built car, it's nothing special. And that is something that is really important to me that we change. You know, I had a 6-cylinder in my Nova, as you guys know, for the longest time since factory. So for over 40 years, I had a 6-cylinder. But myself, I had it for over 6 years with just a 6-cylinder, and I didn't have a whole lot of work done to it, but I'm still super proud of it, and it was on camera. And so I want people to know that you guys, or I want people to know that you don't have to have a super built car. Like, it doesn't even have to have any modifications. If you got a car, it's your car. You know, be proud of it. You're spending your money on it each month, or if you got payments, or if you paid it off, either which way, you've spent your money on it. So it's really important that you guys feel proud of your cars. So that is one issue I'm having now. But anyway, there will be more videos coming, more videos like this coming, because I now have a dedicated filming area, so I'm super excited about that. Don't forget that I have t-shirts down below. That involves stickers, phone cases, all sorts of stuff. I have the link down below. Also, if you guys are in the need of any tools, I have my sponsor, Also Tools. I have their discount code that they provided me with down below. If you guys are in the need of a radiator, stock replacement, or even upgrade, I have a link down for that below and a coupon code, so make sure you guys check that out. Okay, I'm gonna get off here before I totally go ape nuts on this fly. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys later, and stay tuned.